Good morning, everyone. So today, Friday, quadruple witching day, September 17. Futures look flat, even though they're in the red. It's barely moving to 0.8%, 0.08%. So really flat. Even on the commodity side, gold, silver, oil really looking a little bit flat. And this may be due to the fact that we don't really have much to discuss on the economic calendar because all of the indicators and the metrics to be disclosed today are not really impacting or to impact, the market majorly. I mean, maybe aside the Baker Hughes or recount, which I don't really expect it to move the oil prices today. We don't really have much because anything you see here with 2 stars or 1 star, it's not really much of a market mover. When you have 3 stars and 2 stars, definitely you have something. But again, the crude oil speculative net positions, this is something that is already baked into the price when we receive the draw from the API and the EIA, International Energy Agency, on Tuesday and Wednesday morning. So nothing really to worry about here. Now, I mentioned quadruple witching day because this is the third Friday of the third quarter, all right? So this is the day coinciding with almost all the four asset types: stock, options, futures, and and stock options that are really closing simultaneously at the very same time. So lots of volume, as some of the market makers, or pretty much all of the market makers, including retail investors, will be looking at closing their positions because this is the last day, but also opening up new positions. So lots of volume, and that's what draws the huge volatility on today. But given the fact that we already had a major pullback at the very beginning of August and September, I don't really expect it to be a day that's going to see a lot of redness, especially when you look at where Europe is doing now. So Europe is pretty much flat as well, and Asia almost green, but I think Asia is just on the tail of what happened yesterday here on the market. It might be a coincidence of also what may be expected here with the quadruple witching day. But on the rate side of things, the 10-year is still ticking up a little bit, but interestingly enough, you will expect the Nasdaq to be down, but it's not the case. So maybe the inflation fears are really not that overblown as they were a couple of past days or a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. This is just what the indicators look like. Now, if you want to trade some stocks today, let's look at what AMC is doing. AMC currently, let me refresh this page, pre-market, down 0.9%. Usually with AMC, it doesn't really matter what you see on pre-market and even after hours because the volume is so low that it doesn't make much sense to really focus on what's happening, because we've seen days where this started below 4%, 3% on the red and then closed at 4% on the green. So nothing to really worry about here. Let's just see how things go moving today. Now, on the pre-market gainers, you have, as always, pharmaceuticals. But looking at the volume, I will say Cover's pharmaceuticals really look interesting. Same thing with Innate Pharma. We have 28% and 57% and 58% on the green, and we have some decent volume here. But we can also look at Smile Direct Club. We can also look at Lucid Group. These are two main companies with some fundamental news behind it. But I also want to check these three. We have Invesco, Canadian National Railway, and rising pre-market. So Invesco, what is the reason behind it? Well, the stock is rising 5.1% after the Wall Street Journal reported that the money manager is in talks to merge with State Street's asset management business. Now, I know this company closely, and the reason behind, the merge doesn't seem like something's going to be a bill M&A news. Maybe they're just merging a piece of the business when it comes to money management. I don't know, but more news to come on this. We may hear something. But the fact that it's already rising 5.1%, it's something really big. Now, Canadian National Railway also rose 1% following the news that they're gonna resume over 800,000 of share repurchasing, so buying back the shares of their own company by the end of January of next year, because they were, on the bid to acquire Kansas City Southern, and another Canadian national company got the bid. I was talking about Lucid earlier, and this is what they're rising 5.6% as well, because now there's more recognition around the EV capabilities of the company, and investors are switching back into the stock. So that will be it for this pre-market session of today. As always, trade carefully, and talk to you at the bell closing